The 2022 Audi RSQ8 is one of just two Audi SUVs to wear the vaunted RS badge, the RSQ3 being the other. It sits at the very top of the Q8 tree, above the twin-turbo diesel V8 SQ8. That makes the RSQ8 Audi's most expensive SUV. Kudos to Audi's designers for avoiding going down the same path as BMW and Mercedes-Benz. Audi's Q3 Sportback and Q5 Sportback are more attractive than their hunchback German rivals, but they still closely resemble the Q3 and Q5 wagons. The Q8, however, doesn't merely look like a sleeker Q7. There's not a bad line on the RSQ8, with an overall silhouette reminiscent of its cousin, the Lamborghini Urus. While Audi designs can sometimes be overly conservative bordering on bland, the RSQ8 looks fantastic with crisp, angular lines, subtly bulging hips, and a snazzy full-width lighting element down back. In my eyes, it's more attractive than a BMW X6 and a damn sight better looking than the awkward Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe. In RSQ8 guise, it's further enhanced with enormous, concept car-sized 23-inch alloy wheels that somehow avoid looking ridiculous. You'd buy an RSQ8 because you want the ultimate Audi SUV, or because you're cross-shopping this with the likes of the BMW X6M competition and Mercedes AMG GLE 63. Back, $229,400. There's no SUV tax here then, more like an SUV rebate. That said, there are a few other Audis more expensive than this. Only the S8 and discontinued R8 cost more, while there are no other Audi SUVs with higher price tags. The RSQ8 undercuts the X6M competition, $218,900, and GLE 63 S Coupe, $243,400. It's also considerably cheaper than the less powerful Porsche Cayenne Turbo Coupe, which is priced at $262,200 plus on roads. Over our fuel economy loop, comprising a mix of intercity, suburban and highway driving, we averaged 15.6 liters/100 kilometers. Over the course of the week with the car, this settled down to 14.8 liters/100 kilometers. That's higher than the claimed combined cycle rating of 12.1 liters/100 kilometers, however it's hard not to take advantage of that lovely twin-turbo V8. Audi has yet to follow the likes of Mercedes-Benz and Jaguar to a permanent 5-year, unlimited kilometer warranty. Instead, it offers a 3-year, unlimited kilometer warranty. Servicing is required every 12 months or 15,000 kilometers, and Audi offers a 5-year servicing plan priced at $4,180. For what it's worth, people standing outside the RSQ8 commented on how lovely it sounded. We just wish there was a more extreme RS drive mode that could bring more of that sound inside. That the RSQ8 is so quiet is both good and bad news. The bad news is it isn't possible to enjoy a truly lovely throbbing, rumbling engine and exhaust sound, something you might expect from a vehicle with the RS badge. The flip side is it makes the RSQ8 a refined companion, especially when you consider how pliant the ride is and how comfortably weighted the steering is. It's also whisper quiet on the highway. Take it to a winding road and a lower dynamic mode is worth its weight in gold, keeping the car hunkered down and making body roll virtually non-existent. Credit, too, must go to the active roll stabilization and four-wheel steering for making this bulky SUV feel far more nimble than it ought to. The twin-turbo V8 just pulls and the 8-speed automatic transmission is superbly matched, so much so you'll never bother to reach for the paddle shifters. Even in dynamic mode, it rarely holds in gear for longer than needed. Our tester came with Navarra Blue metallic paint, a matte aluminium exterior styling package, and matte titanium 23-inch alloy wheels, all of which are no-cost options. Standard equipment on the RSQ8 includes 10.1-inch and 8.6-inch touchscreens, satellite navigation, wired Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, 17-speaker 730 watts Bang & Olufsen sound system, 12.3-inch virtual cockpit plus digital instrument cluster, wireless phone charging, DAB plus digital radio, head-up display, 4-zone climate control, 30-color ambient lighting, power adjustable steering column, illuminated door sills, puddle lights with RS logo, Valcona leather upholstery, power adjustable front seats, heated and ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, power sun blinds for rear side windows, keyless entry and start, hands-free power tailgate, matrix LED headlights, automatic headlights, rear privacy glass, panoramic sunroof, semi-autonomous parking assist, soft closed doors, rain sensing wipers. Performance hardware includes adaptive air suspension, 4-wheel steering, active roll stabilization, and the Quattro Sport differential that features a self-locking center differential and a sport differential on the rear axle. There are various design packages available, as well as the RS Dynamic package plus that adds ceramic brakes and a 305 km/h top speed. The optional sensory package adds a 23-speaker, 1920 watts Bang & Olufsen sound system, Alcantara headlining, and a massaging driver's seat. The RSQ8, like the SQ8, doesn't technically have a rating from NCAP. The Q8 upon which they're based, however, boast a 5-star rating based on testing conducted in 2018. The Q8 scored 93% for adult occupant protection, 88% for child occupants, 71% for vulnerable road users, and 75% for safety assist. Standard safety equipment includes EB, city, interurban, vulnerable road user, with junction assist, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert, safe exit warning, surround view cameras, front and rear parking sensors, adaptive cruise control with stop/go, front, side and curtain airbags. It's impressive how something with such enormous wheels and low-profile tires can ride so well. You can chalk that up to the adaptive air suspension, which provides a tremendous level of adjustability. Even in dynamic mode, there isn't a busy, terse feel to the RSQ8's ride, with only a succession of bumps and ruts on a particularly pockmarked street or rural road resulting in a somewhat choppy ride. You can choose between off-road, all-road, efficiency, comfort, auto and dynamic drive modes, as well as customizable RS modes that allow you to tailor the suspension, steering, throttle response and vehicle sound. Dynamic is still comfortable enough to drive around town in. It doesn't add too much artificial weight to the steering, but it lowers the ride height and amplifies the RSQ8's sound. The RSQ8 is powered by the same twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter petrol V8 engine as the Audi RS6 and RS7. It produces 441 kilowatts of power at 6,000 revolutions per minute and 800 Newton-meters of torque between 2,200 and 4,000 revolutions per minute, good for a 0 to 100 km/h time of 3.8 seconds. That's only 0.2 seconds off the RS6 and RS7. For reference, Below the touchscreen is another touchscreen for the climate controls. While there's nothing wrong with good old-fashioned buttons and knobs, the system works well and looks great to boot. You grip a stubby shifter with a dimpled leather top and a chunky, leather-wrapped wheel with a squared-off base. The wheel feels tactile and well-sized, though the paddle shifters aren't the swishiest we've felt. There are various parts in the RSQ8's interior that can be found in Audis costing tens of thousands less. Some may bemoan the application of the virtual cockpit in the RSQ8, where it looks much the same as in lesser Audis, but I'm of the belief this is still one of the best digital instrument clusters out there regardless of the price point. The selectable RS modes also bring a sportier instrument layout with additional information, including a G-force meter. Less pleasing are the steering wheel controls, which have this clickety-clack feeling and ought to be more pleasantly damped. Attracting gloss black trim, but the execution is elegant and enhanced by the strips of ambient lighting. You can choose between dozens of colors and the ambient lighting is split into two different levels: primary and contours, allowing you to present two different colors at a time. The touchscreen has honest-to-goodness haptic feedback in all but smartphone mirroring, and everything looks crisp and high resolution. That includes the cameras, which isn't a given at this price point. I'm looking at you, Lexus. Said camera system also includes a clever 3D mode, allowing you to swivel the depiction of the car around to see what's around you.